Hello, friends. I'm just doing some painting. I said I was going to come back today at 1 o'clock and start painting magnolias on these cabinets. And I'm going to. I just had not put any paint on the fronts of the drawers yet. So the 3 drawers here are wet. And these 3, I'm almost done putting paint on those real quick. And then I'm going to get started and I'm going to finger paint magnolias. I might have to run away for a second here in a minute. I forgot my book. I brought a book to inspire me on painting magnolias. And so it's sitting over there about 20 feet away in my bag. And so I'll have to run and get it. But I'm excited. I'm a little nervous about finger painting, especially in front of y'all. Should I be? I don't know. I don't know. It just seems all new and scary. All new things are scary to me. There's always the creativity takes courage, and everything seems that I do. Just do it, Angie. So I'm going to finger paint today on camera with y'all. So rather than put everything on one tray today, I decided to try having 3 different trays, but I have like complementary colors on them. So this one's 2 different pinks. This one is periwinkle and patina. And this one is a sunflower and a daisy. Let's say that's daisy center. So rather than have them all mixed together on one tray, I just put them on 3 separate trays. Each drawer, I'm just giving each combo of colors a few swipes with it. I start with the 2 pinks and whatever's left on my brush and give it a good coat. I get all around the edges. It's good to get your edges first because then you don't have to worry about them or messing up anything that you already had in place to do the edges. Got to get the bottom. So, who's out there today? Can you say hi? Tell me where you're watching from. Who have we got online today? This tells me I got 2 people watching. I had more just a minute ago. I don't think that that's very accurate, like what it tells me, because Riley said last night when I was on that there was 16 people watching, and I was like, it never said more than like 6 on my screen. So, let's see. I come over here to the chat. This is last night's chat. Okay, so say hello. Tell me what you're up to today. I'm just going to keep painting. I guess I could watch live from my Facebook too to see what comments are happening right up close. Shouldn't it tell me that I'm live? Because I follow myself, it should tell me I'm live. I'm just going to go to the Junkyard Farmgirl page. Oh, there I am. I'm turn down the volume. Hey, Kim. Hey, Rhonda. I can tell who it is by looking at my phone. Ha ha ha. Okay. I learn something new every day. So anyway, I'm going to get these drawers coated a little bit. This is just the first coat, so it doesn't necessarily have to be all perfect or anything. So I don't worry too much about blending all the colors yet, like I will on the next coat. I just need to get a good base on here, and then we're going to move on to painting magnolias on here, and I'm going to finger paint. It sounds so childish and fun, and I can't wait. Oh, I'm going to turn that down. And put in a little yellow. Put yellow on each one. Just a little bit is all it needs. Now, we might worry that I have way too much paint out here, but I have not done the top of this yet. And I think, so I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint it like I did the sides. And then I'm going to paint a magnolia on it too, and before I seal it. So as soon as I get the front of this one coated good, I'm going to turn it to the side. I'm going to turn both of them and start on the ends. And I'm just going to practice my finger painting a magnolia here. And I'm just getting the feel for it, you know. So I might not be on for too terribly long. We're just going to see what it's like to finger paint a magnolia and see if I can nail it or totally fail. Just totally a possibility. But I'm willing to take it. Take the risk. I'm here for y'all. So you can tell me, Kim loves it. I was going to say, you can tell me if you like it or hate it. It's okay. I can take it, I think. Yeah, so I said last night that I would show you guys what it looks like dry. So it's totally different than it is wet. I'm going to see about turning this piece a little bit. Oh, it's way heavier with the drawers in it. Last night I was just kind of slinging it around at will. Turn the table. Bring it back this way. Okay. Oh, there you can see that. See how pretty that is? I think I can. It looks totally, oh my gosh, wow. I'm breaking my stuff. It looks totally different here on the camera than it does in person, honestly. This really jumps out on camera, but in person it just looks really cool. But if I can get close enough, you can see the detail that putting water on it makes, and it just blends all the colors together. I really like it. It's nothing super, like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's anything super special. Maybe that's just me being down on my own stuff, but I hope I didn't break this forever. No, I didn't break it forever. That's good. It just falls over easily. I think I stepped on the cord and it jerked it right over on me. So anyway, okay. All right, so we're looking at the cabinet. Yes. All right, so this one I'm going to, on both of them, I'm going to do magnolias. I think I might start on this one instead of this one. This one's a little scary because it's so tall. So I'll go ahead and start on this one. I haven't opened up any of my colors for my magnolia yet, so I'm going to do that. I have, oh my gosh, I made it most of the way here with my paint cart. So this is my paint cart. It's got all of the acrylic paints in it. Games are canceled tonight. No softball games tonight. I'm sad for Creek. She hasn't gotten to play ball at the ball field all week. Although I put up a backstop at the house and she has been hitting buckets of balls into the backstop. So I think her first game, she's just going to rock it at batting. Totally. I can't wait. It's exciting. Okay, so for magnolias, oh, my bag is right here. I brought my book, Foraged Flora. So this was a gift to me several years ago. And it's funny, this morning I grabbed it to look and see what a magnolia looks like. Like, I mean, I know what a magnolia looks like, right? But whenever you're getting ready to paint something, you kind of need to get a feel for it. So there's this magnolia picture in the back. Like, I just love this. Just to kind of, it's starting to open up. Just gives me a feel for the plant. And this is a really good photo of the leaves. but there were several photos in here that are inspiring. I think I code this way. See, this is Magnolia as well. And I really like how this piece is just kind of sticking up out of nowhere. So I'm thinking that might be really good inspiration for the tall cabinet. And then this picture, I really wish that these weren't in front of this one, but it's okay. I love the side view because it's just kind of peeking into a new world, right? And then there's this one. So these photos were all inspiration for me to paint magnolias today. Getting the shape shouldn't be too difficult. What's going to be interesting is using different shades of white to make it work. And like on this one, it's neat because there's no petals perfect, right? This one's been pinched by something and is a little brown. And so it wouldn't be difficult to really embellish and put some contrast on the petals out at the ends with a darker color to make it look like they might have been bruised a little bit. We've all been bruised, right? So, all right, I guess I'm just going to have to dive in and get started. I'm trying to pick my favorite picture. I think I'll start with this one. There's plenty of flowers on that one to look at. And I'm just going to lay my book here. All right, there we go. And I stole my kids' paint palette for this. And I think I'm just going to get out some green. Definitely need green. We're definitely going to need some creams. What's the same? Milky white and unbleached titanium. I love unbleached titanium because it gives the white vibe without being so totally crisp. Because honestly, I'm just not a really crisp artist. Like, I like for things to be a little bit browned out and look old. Just not all into the new, totally new look. Okay, so I might need some white, but I'm gonna wait on it. Here's some gold. That might come in handy later. Dark titanium white. So that's another color of white. And I'd say I'm probably going to need a little bit of brown. This is not quite brown. It's red ochre. I just got a teeny bit of that. And here's a regular brown. So my paint cart is one of those that you can get at like Michael's for like, I don't know, not much, like $20 or $30. And then you put it together. And this one is divided up with a soda crate. So an old, like a vintage soda crate, we took the dividers out of it and made little holes. So each hole for like a soda bottle will hold 2 tubes of paint. And then we have the dividers in the middle section too. And then in the bottom, we put like coffee cans with brushes and other little things. Looks like I stuck my snacks in there yesterday. Because you never know when you're going to need a snack. Okay, I need to make things to where you can see this easily and see it well. I moved everything around today, by the way. Yesterday, whenever I did a live painting these, I was halfway back in the studio. And we felt like, me and Riley, felt like the quality was not very good. And I said it's probably, 1, the Wi-Fi, and 2, the environment. Oh my gosh, that thing doesn't stand up for nothing. I think I'm going to have to attach it to something. Okay. So I have lots of light. And now I'm up here. I'm in the front window. So if I turn this around, there's the courthouse across the street. It's kind of a nice view. It's pretty cool because my mom is right there at all times. My mama. Okay, I'm just moving this closer so that you guys can see well what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out. That looks pretty good. Only I need to be on that side because I'm left-handed. Okay. Well, it's all right. I'm going to handle it today. It'll be okay. You can see still. I think if I just stand here and work. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so what my vision was that I was going to make a magnolia blossom wrap around the corner and kind of creep upward into the middle. Okay. So I'm going to kind of start small down here with some foliage, magnolia blossom that's going to wrap around the corner. Okay. And I'm looking at my book. I need something to lean my book against. Hang on. Here's an earring stand. Okay, here we go. I see a drip back there. I'm just gonna go. Oh, that's not a drip. It's just from the old paint. I like how that's turning out as it dries. It kind of changes the color. It looks really good. All right, I'm stalling. I'm stalling on painting magnolias. So, okay. I'm gonna go with green and we're just gonna start with a leaf. And I think this is kind of all about layers. So I'm not gonna fret too much about making it perfect at first, okay? We're gonna try and give it shape, maybe give it a little depth. And I'm gonna kind of go for this bloom right here, like this, and then we'll work our way around the corner, okay? So we got 2 leaves there. Now we're just gonna kind of give it a general shape right now. I need for that to curve down, actually. Why do I always want to do that little hinky at the end, at the bottom? I'm gonna use a different color here. And then even another color yet. We want it to have kind of a cupped look to where this is a little bit round in the center. I think I need a little bit of black. That's blue. Brown would actually work really well. I got some brown here that's a little different than the other 2 browns that I used. So here, I like that. And I'm just going to use my pinky, just a little bit on my pinky. You see that? Just a tiny dab. And put some shadow under here. So have you guys seen that I'm launching a beading group? First of many launches, I hope. Where it's a membership group and you get to be with me live each week as I create stuff on the loom. Now I'll still be live in the group itself or on the Facebook page itself, but there are perks that come with membership in the beading group. And those perks would include first chance at all the really cool new stuff that I'll be bringing into stock, and it'll all go on the website. You get a deeply discounted loom kit. So even if you just want to get started and learn, you can leave the group at any time. So you start with a subscription and a loom kit and learn how. And then if you want to leave, that's fine. It's okay. There'll be others who'll take your place and learn how to do it too. So I'm not happy with how this looks, but I will be. It's important to remember that we do this in layers. So I don't want this to get super muddled. I like how the colors are separated. So I'm going to leave it alone for the moment, but I think I'm going to define out here a little bit better. And I'm going to define down here a little bit better too. And I want this to have kind of a rounded feel because it's the center, it's going to be the center of the flower. So I just kind of made some rounded strokes there. Here, I'm going to kind of make it look like petals because they are separate petals there. Ah, that's starting to look a little better. Okay, I'm going to stop on that one and I'm going to go ahead and work on these leaves just a little bit more. So y'all might be wondering why I'm going through all these changes of changing the way I'm doing stuff. Getting a glimpse of your mortality or your significant other's mortality tends to make you want to change the way you're doing things. And I've always been addicted to the hustle. And now I'm kind of like, I don't want to hustle so much anymore. I want to use my studio to reach people. I want to have my space in Kansas City. I want to have our little homestead at home that we've always got projects and fun stuff going on at. I want to be able to take vacations. So I'm really leaning into this online space gig, there's always somebody out there to watch. Somebody always out there to watch me. So it doesn't really matter when I'm coming online, as long as I'm online and doing it. I mean, y'all can always catch the replay, right? And so it's weird. I feel like I've kind of been holding on to myself and saying, okay, well, I'm waiting for this to happen. I'm waiting for the next thing to happen, right? So I'm done waiting for the next thing to happen, really, because one, it's all happened. Like, Casey's been released to go back to work. And so that was like, well, for a while it was different, like doctor's appointments, surgeries, and all the things. And now he's released to go back to work, which is awesome. He's excited. And honestly, I am really excited for him. So he's going to be going back, and he'll have that relationship back with his work family. And then I plan on really settling into being in the online space and creating like this for you on a regular basis. So I'm just going to create the outline here of a few more leaves. I'm not going to get super technical about it. I like this cluster. I'm going to try to make that happen. They're overlapping each other. So what are you thinking of my flowers so far? Anybody like them? Hate them? Got anything to say? I want this one to go behind this leaf, so that's what I'm working on here. It's going to be in the background a little bit. There's kind of a yellowish stem there in the center, and I'm trying to create that with cream, and it seems like a little much. It's thicker here, and then really tapers down. It needs to curve, and it'll give the illusion of a curved leaf. And then in the center, we've got that little mat. And add a little bit of a darker tween to it. There, like that. Do a little bit of shadow here. That kind of really defined it, didn't it? Blend that out a little bit. I can hear kids yelling as a group outside. That's so funny. I have no idea. They're either having a lot of fun or they're really scared. Okay. So I've been afraid to do it so far, but I need to create this big one here to wrap around the corner. I just don't know if I'm ready yet or if I need to keep on trying this. It's a little scary. I definitely need to do another bloom. I'm actually taking a finger painting class right now. It's not a class, it's a group, kind of like the membership group like I started for the beading. And it just started yesterday, and it's really exciting. I love being in a group with other creatives. It's interesting just being on the same wavelength with other creatives at the same time. It's very empowering. It makes you feel like you're not doing crazy stuff as an artist. Like there's other people out there thinking the same thoughts and doing the same stuff, and breaking norms. And that's a lot of what art is, in my opinion, is breaking norms and being outside the box and doing things that people thought weren't possible. So it's fun to do that with a group of other ladies. I really like it. This doesn't really look like a flower right now, does it, huh? It's okay. It's going to happen in layers. Looks kind of pretty. So I just kind of vaguely drew in the petals, like the shapes. And now I'm going to kind of dab in some browns just to add shadow in those gaps that I left. And I might try to smudge them in a little bit. See? What that's going to do is create contrast and make it really look like a petal. It's going to outline it. See, I think this one needs some of that. I've been trying to connect with my cousin this week. She's been here from Tulsa, and I haven't been able to. She was going to come in yesterday, and one of her girls came down with, just wasn't really feeling well. And so anyway, she had to not be able to come in yesterday, but we're still trying to connect today. And if I don't connect with her, at least she can connect with my kids, and her kids can see them for a little while. So if you're watching, Megan, it's okay. I will catch you sometime soon. Okay, I want to make this look all divided up in there, like it's like little petals curved around, and it's not going to let me do it. I feel like I need a glob of something to blend with them. See, that looks nice. It looks kind of centered, right? Or like there's a whorl there. Whorl. I can't really type very good. I have to go get fitted for my new glasses at 2 o'clock, and then I'll be right back here. I was going to have to go home early for the ball game, but it appears that we do not have a ball game now. So guess what? I get to be here. Woohoo! So exciting lately. It's like the coolest thing being here in my space. I don't know why I didn't appreciate it so much before, but I sure do now. That looks like the ugliest magnolia I've ever seen. Oh, okay. This is why I started on the end. Maybe by the time I get to the front, I can do really pretty ones. And I don't know. At first, I imagined a big magnolia covering a huge portion of it. And maybe I'll do that, but not today. I'm not ready. I'm a beginner finger painter. I mean, I'm not a beginner. I guess in kindergarten, I was a beginner finger painter. But now I'm like re-beginning. Okay. Anybody else talking to me here? Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Lisa's across the street. She could see me if she had binoculars. She could watch me right through the window. Lisa, what do you think of my finger painting? Is it like sub-kindergarten, subpar? It's supposed to be a magnolia, and I was going for a totally different shape, and it's not working out, and I'm having to regroup here. So I'm making my magnolia shaped totally different now because I screwed it up. Not getting any feedback from her. She might be a little shocked that I'm finger painting. How's that? Oh, that looks kind of pretty. I like that. There's a big old leaf right here. Another one here. Hey, you're welcome to come on in. Come on in.
Are you open?
So
I'm open enough.
we don't. I've been there long to know what you have.
Well, we was trying to come over here and look for some antique stores and stores that had stuff in them, and
Okay.
we didn't know where they were, so we just circled the square and we just spotted this store.
And saw somebody in here. So
Well,
Saw
you can,
somebody
I
in
can, I
here.
can totally be your friendly neighborhood guide. So,
Okay.
out by Walmart, there's a store called the Faithful Peddler.
been there.
Been there, done that.
Okay.
That's the easy one on the
Out on 160 highway, if you go east through town, there's a store called the Rustic Barn.
Okay.
okay.
And then over on this side of the square, there's a new store there
Okay.
that Lori opened, and I'm not sure what it's called,
Okay. Well,
but you
yeah.
should be able to find it.
Well, thank you
There's
for the
also a furniture
information.
shop over there.
Sorry to bother
Appreciate
you. Appreciate
No,
it.
you're fine.
Thought you were open. I didn't know you were busy.
Actually, okay. Well, I let them in anytime. Anybody can come in and look at stuff anytime. I don't have my open sign on right now because I'm doing a live, and I got to leave at 2:00 for a little while. And I'm usually open every Thursday. So, hey, Georgette or Jarrett Jeffries. Hello. So normally I am open every Thursday, and I'm going to start being open Wednesday through Saturday. It might take me some serious marathon work to do it at first because I don't have anyone to run the shop for me. But I think I'm going to make it happen because there's things that I want to do with my retail side that I have to be open so many days a week. So while that's difficult, I'm going to make it not so difficult. I'm going to make it happen for me and for the business and for you guys, because the stuff that I carry is only going to be helpful to all you people who follow me because you're creators too. So won't it be helpful to have a line of paint in here that you can watch me use and then you can utilize yourself? Well, to do that, I have to be open. I can't just carry paint and only sell it on Thursdays, kind of like I do everything else. So, okay, what's this look like? I think that's kind of pretty. Look at it from a little ways back and it's different. Cute, you're feeling it? Huh? I like it. And it's fun. It's 1:42. It means I've been on for a little over 45 minutes so far. So I'm probably going to stop right here, make this a stopping point, and I'm going to get my hand cleaned up because I have paint all over it. And I'm going to go get my glasses fitted. My drill frames that I got recently, I've already scratched them really bad. So they're like my everyday glasses, and I've scratched them, so I got to go give them back those so that they can replace the lenses because I was really smart this time, and I got unlimited changes on my lenses. So I got to go get my lenses replaced. But I'll be back in the studio in a little while, and I'll be live again to do some more painting soon. Have a good afternoon.